Succulents are versatile plants, but I had no idea how unique they were till I came to Greenery Productions today. With me is Maureen Girdley. She is a floral designer here, and she has created some unique things with succulents. Welcome, Maureen.
Hi.
Maureen, I am so interested. Why do your customers like succulents so much?
Well, they have a long life and they need very little water, and they do well under all environments. They love the heat. They can do well in air-conditioned buildings as well. So we just love them here at Greenery.
And it looks like you have created some unique ways to use them that I'm intrigued about. One of them is this one here, which is so beautiful. Tell me a little bit about this.
Well, we're always looking for new and inventive ways to create design work for our clients, and so one of them is to give it a new element and a pop of color. So what I did was I spray painted this succulent a bright red so it can transition into the holiday season and for Christmas, or it can just brighten up a sort of a drab, boring arrangement that you just need that little bit of pop to.
Can we make one?
Yes, let's
do.
That would be fun.
So I guess what would be the first step that we would need to do?
Well,
to create this?
I just, if you have a little bit of fresh floral, you can always add that in, and it's just going to be tubed. And if you want to,
this is a water tube, which a person could get at a supply store, right?
Yes.
Okay,
and you're just going to find a cavity in the wood base, and just pop it in there.
And we didn't really talk about finding this kind of a container. This is a piece of driftwood, but you could use any kind of container, right?
You really could. If you found a beautiful piece walking on the beach and you wanted to highlight it in your home or anywhere, and you could make it into something very artistic and spectacular.
And this is a living thing that's in the water tube because it's living, and so you could use flowers as well.
Yes,
right.
yes.
Okay. All right,
and if you didn't want to use the real flowers, you wouldn't have to. You could just use all succulents.
All right, so now we probably need to do the succulent itself. So you're using, what kind of spray paint are you using?
This is just a high gloss. It can any high gloss paint. I chose red to bring out the reds for this piece individually. And the gloss is what you want because it will actually sit on top of the leaves and not soak into the succulent itself.
And we're just going to spray paint it lightly, but you could just do that as well. Just tip it out and make it look really unique. So
yeah, you can do really anything you want.
Back up a little bit on the spray. Yeah. Oh wow.
So see, it doesn't take much to cover it.
So pretty.
And
so you could just tip it and leave some of the green, or you could make it really glossy like the other one that you had in the arrangement.
Yeah, and then what I would do then would be, after it's dried, of course we don't have time for it to dry, I have this floral adhesive, and I would apply a dollop of it on the bottom of it. And this adhesive is good because it can, it's water soluble. So it adheres to the plant as well as to the structure that you're going to put it to. So I'm just going to...
If something like this wasn't available, a person could use a glue gun.
Yes, a glue gun is wonderful. I use that a lot as well.
And then we would put the rest of the succulents on. Like I see, we don't have to make it exactly like this one, but we could, right?
We could. We could do it. You can. That's the fun part of designing. You can do whatever you want.
Can I place this one?
Yes, you may.
All right. This one you put over there, and it does sort of. It looks pretty darn good over there. So I'll do that one, and then we would put a couple of the little ones on. A couple of the little ones on. And all these succulents would be available. Now we should say you took the roots off.
Yes, these have been cut from their root base, so they're basically decorative. These little guys are the chicks that come from the hen, and this would be considered the hen of the succulent. And they're always producing, and basically it's the plant that lives forever.
We're almost out of time, so let's just show this unique one just while we're here. And here is another succulent similar to that one, and you have spray painted it, but then how did you make it decorative?
After you spray paint and let it dry, so we're just going to pretend that this is spray painted.
Glass beads or glass marbles or whatever.
Right. You're just going to find little colored pins, and you can do whatever color combination, and you're just going to put them wherever you want. You can make your own design.
And they could be any color for any occasion. That is so neat.
Yeah.
Well, Maureen, we are unfortunately out of time, but I am so grateful for you showing us these unique ways to use succulents.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
I have the perfect place for this in my house, so I'm going to go home and try this today. It really is just sweet.